Welcome everyone to another random Linux live stream. You guessed it by now, when you're running this distribution, then every day you have something to do, package updates, this, that and the other. And also, if you have some baby at home and do the night shift of feeding and stuff, then yeah, development and research somewhat limited if you nearly fall asleep on your office chair. So cheers to some good coffee. So some people here in our Discord stuff. If you want to join this Discord stuff, I can also publish that here for you to join. Probably Discord that. In case you're interested in this stuff, are we even live? Looks like we're live. Amazing stuff in 0 frames. Danny here posted some updates, which is even more amazing would be patches, but now we work here with everything, not like other Linux kernel people and stuff. And so yeah, send me some Discord link and we update this. So Danny says it didn't build, also I should actually check whether I saw it. Let's grab Pem. For example, you Packard Precision Architecture very recently, but this is enabled. So I'm not sure why Denny says this doesn't build latest GCC, when for me it freaking builds. But updates nonetheless always welcome. Also, yeah, sometimes updates break something. Built here, not really sure why. Whatever, something. Anyway, we also have one more important, except what is this netkit? Okay, Kate. Hello, Kate. All right, Kate doesn't start. Damn. Because I wiped some old libraries. So because netkit with ping and telnet, let's say fix compilations, current tool chains. Just commenting some this logout, some attribute alignment size long. Okay, we need to see. But we have also one slightly more important thing, which is here PRS. Also one funny anecdote, in case you were wondering how amazing is this somewhat single one privilege level. Some people criticize me for calling it single address space. It's a fun fact. And NUMA, non-unified memory architecture and whatnot. Anyway, usually sort of single but one privilege level and maybe non-uniform memory architecture. Linux kernel, I hope that was precise enough. But anyway, here kernel 5.10 on Hewlett Packard Precision Architecture. Who cares, right? Because 5.10 has changed the O non-block, becoming hex. Is it hex or is it octal? Or maybe it's octal, but something of that sort too. Something without a 4 instead of that with a 4 binary ABI change requires kernel requires user space to be recompiled with a new value or dynamically, which kernel also, yeah, amazing stuff, right? Maybe it doesn't affect x86, maybe it only affects a couple of handful of but yeah, theoretically, as Linux kernel developers, we don't break user space, except we do because YOLO, whatever, who will ever notice. But the kernel has a wrapper function which provides backward compatibility and whatever, something. Anyway, so however, something more important here, GCC compiler. I wanted to see if the latest compiler, because this is 2020, so allegedly this is a long-standing GCC bug which unnecessarily slows down compile time, and you had me at slows down unnecessary compile times. In case you're wondering, why do we cross-compile this on an epic thread-ripping Angry Ryzen with 108 drop frames? Thanks Vodafone, Toxis cable garbage. So here is a patch somewhere, yeah, like this, and I wanted to also quickly see if and by the way, this is not only Hewlett Packard Precision Architecture, in case you were wondering. Although the funny thing is, they say there it's fixed there on their website, and here they John David England's like, yeah, still slow or whatever. Integer content also. Yeah, GCC branch. I wonder when was GCC released, but it also affects x86 though. this to release branch, this master branch has been updated. This is the same, just for, is it? Middle 87256, apparently. Yeah, maybe it's not really worth the time and effort, maybe either it's in there, I mean it's always, we just built a Hewlett-Packard Precision Architecture ISO. Probably this was, by the way, fun fact, this GCC org was on bloody church the last time I checked. It was like, yeah, the prayers, thank you very much, the prayers for the United States are with us. GCCGNU.org and 10.27, are we even on this version? GCC 10.2, okay, we were on this version with an extra dot. Then let's, for a quick test, because this looks later than that, and div, hello, div, raw, tree raw side here, raw patch. So let's quickly give that a try while we are at it, and if we spot such amazing stuff already, then let's see. That is better. Was it? Hopefully, nah, wasn't all because not quoted enough. And move this plane to, I usually name this, so either we name this the GCC PR of, or we just name this, you know what, yeah, we should name this, 877, I think this was. 87, yes, this was the number. Or either HPPA Z or slowdown or whatever. Let's see if this does something, aka if this applies. And oops, this was also too much Control Q. Isn't good for you. We also had so much to clothing that only live on this channel. GCC something. Where is our netkit PRISC index of here? Linux PEM. So they changed. The reason is, despite our nightly track, although I have the feeling this applies, so maybe a little compile time speed up coming for our Hewlett-Packard Precision Architecture stuff. So this PEM stuff, the recurring theme here, you take a little bit of an, well, how is it called? This is absentee year of traveling the world in something. Linux PEM, why is this source code? And this not named source code, although probably it is source code. Oh, this is docs. Whatever. And stuff moves, so the issue here with this stuff is also, by the way, oops. The issue with that is that, awesome, yeah, modern stuff, no, I just wanted to freaking copy it. That the stuff moves super annoying. Also, yeah, 2020, everything needs to move to GitHub until that fails. Linux PEM library, does it even one? Latest is, yeah, so thank you very much. They're apparently not updating this. Not very cool. Do they, yeah, so much to attention to details and effort and stuff, and it's like, yeah. Yeah, if they would have just continued publishing that there, but also in general, not a good recommendation to just run on GitHub. Someone asked me the other live stream, why don't I use SUSE open build stuff? Like, yeah, we are the Rock Linux and Gentoo, basically the distributions who defined open source building. By the way, a fun fact, 20 years ago, there wasn't something like SUSE Red Hat build system or others was highly intransparent, certainly not published. So 2020 people ask me, hey, after doing a source distribution for 20 years, why don't you use OpenSUSE's open build systems? It's like, what? Why? We are here for alternatives, not using other people's stuff. Anyway, funny stuff. Yeah, so this unfortunately is a little bit annoying. I slightly wonder, do we... This probably should. What was the download? Let's... Yeah, maybe the name does even change. Let's see if the downloads... Oops. Yeah. Oh, come on. It's not my day. It's sometimes not your day, every day. Let's do that again. Exit. And exit. So let's update this. The rest we basically mostly had to change the URL there. Let's see, are we lucky enough that they kept the rest of the file name? Apparently, maybe close enough. This was exit. So then let's test build this for Hewlett-Packard Precision Architecture, because hey, and this build, so I would say let's make our compiler faster or test it anyway. I didn't install this previous video. Fun fact, it also helps. You see, I don't even make each random live stream anymore because too many people unsubscribe with random live streams. Fun fact, so the other live stream, it didn't boot with the initRD with T2 latest build here, Hewlett-Packard Precision Architecture there on the fine Hewlett-Packard Visualize. And it turns out it helps. So the only problem is all the T2 stuff was amazing, no regression, everything thumbs up and ready to ship. The only issue was kernel configuration. It helps dramatically. So the issue wasn't module loading or the Symbios logic. The issue was the specific Hewlett-Packard Visualize, whatever the code name for this, Gecko, something, whatever, system, hub, bus, and PCI stuff was. It wasn't Dino. Dino is, I think Dino was from the previous, the other slower, older. So it helps if you have the right PCI host driver for your PCI devices actually to appear. So then it booted, so 5.8, 5.9, 2, and 3. I even spent some extra effort tinkering with some stuff. And yeah. Anyway, leave in the comments below. But I certainly, if you want to see this, this was wrong. It also certainly helps to have the right package name. Leave in the comments below if you want to see more random stuff. Also, certainly I see from the views that people want to see less random stuff. But anyway, it certainly doesn't help to show this out. So this patch will of course fail with the next GCC update and just remove it then. Although it's a little bit double-edged sword. Why do we have there other patches? Only here live on this channel 80. Hewlett-Packard. Because the issue is double-edged sword. It might speed up the build. Also, yeah, Epic tried to start dropping horizons like, yeah, we're not building natively on a aging Hewlett-Packard Precision Architecture RISC thing with 750 megahertz or gigahertz or something. So Epic started dropping NG Horizon. It's slow, what didn't even notice because cross-compiling, but imported GCC HPPA compile time patch 4 or patch whatever. It's enough. It's fine. What else did we had here? We had some also, yeah, still didn't hear back. What was this here? Something. All right, there was something of all the random stuff we do here. What is this? RS6K of what is? Why? What did I touch here? Yeah, need to check what we have here. I also can delete some because this came from some patching. Why is this modified power 6 minus plus? Did we not solve that differently? I'm confused. Wait a second, this is disabled. Maybe this is this is the second thing that was adding Altivec, where this is. Maybe we just delete this. I was considering to upstream it, but I have neither, you know what. I'll just leave it here for now. But yeah, leave in the comments below how much stuff we should upstream. I sent this flashing previous ASUS BIOS X570 flash patch there to Flash ROM. Nobody replied. We set the standard firmware to the Linux kernel mailing list. Nobody replied, only Phoronix picked it up. It's like, Phoronix, hey, set standard compressed firmware. Everyone else in Linux kernel like, yeah, YOLO, whatever, life goes on. We sent this amazing Power 4 versus Power 7 cell and G5 patch, which miscompiled code and over serious optimization stuff is glibc to the GCC Bugzilla, and it's like, yeah, YOLO, whatever, nobody interested. Probably but also this is also the overhead of upstreaming, right? I probably need to, unfortunately, need to write some a mail on the mailing list. So what do we have here? 4 zeros. So this looks good. So I go by this rule. Also, highly appreciated that Danny sent it in here from Discord. If I need to do all the work, I don't give credit here in the changelog. Also, again, double-edged sword. I could put here Danny, but he didn't like really send it in, or like, yeah, if I need to basically do all the editing, then double-edged sword. I could just put them on names and call like, hey, more people are contributing to T2. Not that really sure, but my general rule of thumb was so far, if I sit here and do all the work, then I just commit it under my name. Which probably is fair. In the Linux kernel, glibc, it wouldn't be really different. But yeah, so new PEM, which whatever, something, I hope it still works, because as recurring theme, this changes more often breaks than not. So yeah, this is also committed. So yeah, so we have that live on this channel, making Hewlett Packard even more amazing. Speaking about more amazing, did I fully build PowerPC 64? PowerPC 64. Why is that? Target clean config PowerPC. What? Maybe. What am I missing? Unicode spaces, probably. I so hate Unicode white space. Modern stuff. So yeah, looks like we mostly built it, except Firefox. What else did we wanted to do? I mostly saw the netkit. It's like, yeah, what did I have here? Some, what have I with netkit? Base, also, yeah, 2020, nobody. So now RPC, I basically, it's like init D. Does this patch even? Do we need init D? It's I mean, we could try with this Linux from scratch thing. Hey, asymmetric joint, welcome there. So that one here, we could, so I need to commit this anyway so much to, yeah, it builds for me because I have a custom patch. Let's this is tricky. Also, yeah, not the cleanest patch, right? This is already to be deleted. I mean, the rest, I mean, it built for me this ping and init D swap, yeah, amazing C code, yeah, 2020. Recurring theme of swap right type ABF, yeah. Anyway, the question is init D time build-ins. Yeah, not the cleanest. Also, Why do they have a space there? Are they sure this is they change here, and this does not strictly look like, yeah, changes was fixing compile time, but this is change in function of prepending a space. Yeah. You see this userland. This is also this kind of package is what delivers your ping and stuff. Serve tab of init. I have the feeling this will not fix the most. Looks like we had there already something patched. Init serve tab of swap. Apparently we patched this already. Let's see what. But this is also what my criticism with the C runtime of Linux. A lot of really old, outdated, yeah, not top-notch code quality. And why I would also in general not want this in. Also, by the way, here is already 64-bit alignment stuff of at least Spark. Also, by the way, here's my own white space damage. Huh? Let's fix our white space. Yeah, so much to yeah, fixed since long time ago, because GCC4, how broken, and the swap stuff is already this was patched there differently though. This casting stuff, what was can we somehow open in, can we not like directly, nah, not sure what they patched there. Right, this didn't allow, what was it, some cast, I probably didn't allow casting of left hand side, cast of L value, I guess. How did they patch that? Here it they also patched this type away. This so type A, B, type C. So they just remove this to left hand. Is it what I had there? Since a decade. Maybe not. I think I had. Oops, no, maybe I could also have copy and pasted. So type A, okay, they still left the type cast there. Can certainly adapt this with others to avoid, but yeah, so much to not waiting for others. But this, as we already take a look here, can still polish this off. Not that it would change a thing, but yeah, just to keep it in line with others. But so for the microkernel stuff, I'm slightly tempted also. Yeah, loop wasn't used. Or this is not the compile error. The compile error is something else. Build Hewlett Packard, var adm log. Netkit. It's also really sad that in 2020, I mean, by now this stuff should be really perfect. What do you have? Implicit declaration, is the declaration format expects something, RPC. So, so much to that stuff. So this was mostly superfluous, just as a thought. glibc, I think, deleted this RPC stuff, so not really sure if this has any chance of even working. So let's restore that. Anyway, so I just don't build this init. But so what I will probably do sometime soon, of more amazing development and research, being also we could did we already build? Let's try to finish the PowerPC 64 build. Parse config of cross. And this is a hack for this Rust stuff. Need the bigger stage reshuffling sometime soon of job 0 RISCV. And so because GCC and LVM Clang are just too large and we don't have a JIT for probably RISC-V, maybe certainly in V8 of Google Chromium, but not Firefox. And I'm not feeling like spending my month of 10,000s of euro salary here to implement Firefox features when they get billions from Google. So I rather innovate my own stuff, and also, as I said before, trying to keep so much gets too complex, and even Rust and Cargo. So what I said this multiple times already, maybe a dozen times, two dozen times, seeing how far I can get with, and from scratch I started already keeping it the most stupid simple, just-in-time compiler, and most likely somewhat basing on Lua, but maybe Lua with more bit fiddling for better bit fiddling performance, and start to write some user space stuff. For example, all the stuff like move, copy, and top and PS, and maybe even a shell, and all the stuff that you would need for an operating system. And also with, I said previously, because not only that a lot of the stuff is not amazing as seen on this channel, like ping and telnet, and also of course you don't use telnet. I mean, certainly I use sometimes telnet for probing other embedded stuff, right? You have, say, whatever you work with, and you just need telnet not in the field but on your development desk, or probing protocols on email servers, testing stuff, like debugging something on SMTP or even secure shell and stuff, and this kind of low level, or your printer or scanner. This don't delay, try exact scan, paperless office stuff today. You have reverse engineering network protocols for this kind of stuff. So telnet is universal, just not telnet as in logging into a shell, but telnet as in low level, having a bidirectional socket connection thing. But so all this low level stuff, so this would also be a first step, not only for your programming entertainment or just-in-time compiler stuff, then testing performance. And this would do two things. First of all, it would create a new set of core utils that are not C, that hopefully should not be crashable, and just-in-time compile and optimize for your target CPU with whatever latest AVX and vector extension you might have for fastest hexdump, like all the tools, hexdump, DD, and cat and echo, and a lot of the stuff, of course, super, even theoretically LS, because in 2020 people write LS in Rust for high performance LS or better formatted. So yeah, that would be an interesting thing. So not only keeping a just-in-time compiler the most stupid simple, seeing how far we get with performance and supporting all the architectures, theoretically having a JavaScript front end for Firefox, maybe we will see, but certainly our own Lua-based with C++ things mixed in or something, maybe even popular language, especially if it becomes high performance. But it would create a user space with the benefit of not being written in C, plus for a completely new operating system microkernel stuff from scratch, and last but not least, ship it once and run it on any CPU, similar to Java, JavaScript, and WebAssembly. I would actually base on WebAssembly. Maybe I even experiment with WebAssembly. The problem with what I have somehow with WebAssembly, I have the problem, it looks promising on paper, but each time I try to use it, it doesn't work. Like, this toolchain is broken, that doesn't build in Rust and Cargo, and like Cargo build whatever crane lift and web ASMR, and this doesn't build and that doesn't build, and it's like, nah, you had me at it. Looked so nice on paper, and then it was Rust and Cargo. Speaking of Rust and Cargo, anyway, yeah, so we can certainly commit netkit base, and let's see, we But as usual, leave me in the comments below. Probably just-in-time compiler and alternative user space. Of course, it's not unheard of, right? There is Minix is using the NetBSD user space. Even Macro is using FreeBSD or so user space. And there's also BusyBox because GNU core utils, yeah, even other people for decades already, 2005, 2003, GNU tools, GNU core util stuff, too large. We need BusyBox. But yeah, or Felix from Lighthouse MPutils, which also previous video, uninitialized memory and failing stuff. So in case you were wondering why we have here so many, this is also we don't need that obviously. This other is just a tiny little bit cleanup, bringing this in line. It's like, yeah. Then let's see, so just some white space there, while it's not just like, yeah, this compiled, but maybe this is slightly nicer. Fixed netkit base by disabling inet d for now. Polished patches. Yeah, there's certainly some more. Also, open drop. I wanted to TCP wrapper. That is probably or not. Okay, this was just some patch polishing stuff. So we are getting there. Let's see. SVN log of SVN ST. This is probably still some way too many patches. We basically, by the way, also this we probably can delete. There is not. No, there's one. There are two patches in there, but I guess. Maybe I leave it for now here in case this is only relevant if we would like continue to support Firefox in a package overlay in an older version that doesn't have Rust and Cargo. Not really sure how much worth that is because this hotfix, and I mean I could probably the 3 patches are, yeah, I mean I could certainly delete that, so that not to have it too many changes laying around here, just to keep this, because I certainly need to get down from that. But also, by the way, this is important from Open Solaris or so. All this stuff, right, is also, by the way, some stuff. So this we could directly import. But this stuff, this many patches from other people Open Solaris stuff is not enough to fully fix big endianness color inversion stuff. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this is something else actually. Right. This is my thing actually. The other video. Yeah. This is also other. I mean, okay. You know what? We can basically commit our stuff because it at least is important in what is there sort of works. And this other stuff is what was P8? Right, this is also necessary, otherwise it doesn't build actually. Maybe you should name it differently. So this is like power PC64 power 8 ABI patch. Is it only power 8? I think this is probably, I mean, maybe it was a power 8 file, but okay, you know what, let's keep it shorter. But it prevented the build due to ABI mismatch of what's going on there. But yeah, in case you're wondering how many patches do you need for that, right, this is there. I mean, it compiles, but it doesn't work. It's not clear to me if Not defined. It's not entirely clear to me, but all the patches took hours to even work, and then they don't work, right? We did this live on YouTube. If not defined. If not defined. Alright, so this should disable. Yeah, this is also not debugging other people. Did we? So in case you're wondering, yeah, basically everything does not build. That everything we didn't fix ourselves did not build because this is, as you probably have noticed, this is all live here, live on YouTube. Firefox added all our non-x86 Firefox patches from the last. Added all our last week's patches. Yeah, something of that sort, probably. There we go. Big Endian, Firefox, MIPS. Yeah, I mean, and again, some stuff like this Big Endian stuff, right? Like one config liner of this stuff, previous videos, this bloody config can't even make this stuff up. This bloody getter function doesn't work. Always return little endianness. Can't make this stuff up. Some of this stuff took 1 or 2 hours just for one bloody Python getter method not working. It's like, yeah. Recurring theme here. Everything broken. Non-x86 stuff usually barely works. Somehow this is it for this lunch break. I'm so man. In case you're wondering, 2020 and a baby eventually makes you miss a lot of sleep. Basically me falling from this chair, in case you're wondering why we live stream some stuff at business hours, because I'm way too exhausted to get some serious stuff done. Here, so you want to share, like, and subscribe. Next, I also saw Hewlett Packard tested, except the latest GCC patch. Firefox. So the funny thing is, I wonder if I should create error list, new delete of what is new since. So here there's some removing. There's some stuff maybe I... Quite some stuff to rebuild. Unfortunately, probably this breaks the Rust build now because this... so what did we had Linux IP tables there, so quite some updates. Probably I just rebuilt the whole PowerPC image just to be on the safe side. Don't wanna, after this, all this reverse engineering, release engineering and testing. Oops. Don't wanna have here some last minute breakage. Build PowerPC. Yep. And then, so yeah, people waiting for this on the PS3, so we have lots of stuff coming. And for the main channel, if you have not yet subscribed to this, if you're new to this channel, we have this main channel and probably that corner there. I probably switch over because the last weeks was just like Linux stuff, of boring, random Linux distribution stuff. Some people unsubscribed, so probably I have to switch to not only finally produce some proper AAA pre-edited video stuff for the main channel, but also only randomly live stream here, because super disappointing you put so much efforts into getting all the stuff working and people unsubscribe. But that's what it is. Data was also active. Also, theoretically, I need to fix some dependencies. for data to be able to compile more stuff. All right, you know what, theoretically, how long are we live streaming? 40 minutes. You know what, let's switch this here. Let's do one more thing in the next video. So, but let's separate this for better topics and view stuff.